thank Chairman Ledbetter as well as the state board for the confidence that they placed in me. I want to thank you, Mr. Burton. I want to thank Kathy Kohler, who's been a partner to this school district and a friend of mine. And it's gratifying to be here. I also want to thank Tony Wood, who I worked with. We were organizing on a financial stability committee. It's very important that he laid the groundwork for some of this. Let me say first, I'm humbled to be here. Okay, I'm humbled to be here. I'm among friends. I'm among people I like and trust, and I'm very, very comfortable. We face great challenges, and I know that because I live here. But I know we can do it. Okay, I'm not coming up here to talk about how we're not going to ever make things better. I'm coming up here every day with the idea that this school district, not because of what I do, but because of what you do, is going to be a little bit better every day. And we may not make quantum leaps, but we'll make incremental progress from day one. From day one. Because guess what? I know I don't have all the answers. I know I don't. At this point, I've got many, many more questions than I have answers. I have many, many more questions. And I think sometimes the right thing to do when you're solving a problem is not to throw out the answers first, but it's to ask the right questions at the beginning. And I'm going to ask those questions to everybody. I'm going to ask former board members. I'm pleased to see Mr. Ross here. I'm going to ask anybody that's got an idea. It's going to be a competition of good ideas. And usually the people on the front lines are the best people to ask the questions. If you want to know what's happening at the front, you go to the front, you go to where the problem is, and you listen to people who are working on the problem every day. And I know it's going to be difficult, but I don't ever want to overlook the excellence that we've got in this school district. There's been too much focus on the negative, very little focus on the positive. We've got great examples of excellence in all regions of the school district. We've got issues and we've got problems, but we've also got a lot to be proud of. And we're going to respect one another, enjoy one another's company, and work very, very hard. We're going to sing when we march. That's the way I like to look at it. Got a long road, but let's sing as we go. I'm going to sit down after I say this, which is somewhat personal. My association with the school district began in 1960. Okay, born in Pine Bluff. My dad moved up here in 1960. And so you're not going to have to tell me how to find my way around town. I started at Jefferson Elementary School in 1960, room all the way down the hall on the right. And I can't tell you who my law school professors were. I can remember some of them. But I can tell you who my first grade teacher was, Miss Meeks. I can tell you who my second grade teacher was. It was Miss Stark. I can tell you my third grade teacher was Miss Dover. And she introduced me to the concept of get back in your seat, Baker. I used to do that. She was wonderful. One of the best teachers I ever had. I moved at that point. I was only in my fourth grade teacher's classroom for a couple of weeks. But I remember her name. It was Miss Taylor. My kids all went through Little Rock Public Schools. Okay? You don't have to tell me how hard it is, to find a parking place at certain buildings. I already know all that stuff. And my mother and father were instrumental in reopening schools in 1958 and 59. My mother was a member of the Women's Emergency Committee. That means a great deal to me. So when you boil it all down and you really take a hard look at it, that's why I'm taking this job. I can say there's no place that I love any more than Little Rock, and nothing I owe a greater debt of gratitude than this school district. So I'm going to return that favor every chance I get. And again, I'm going to say one last time, I will not do this job by myself. I know that. I am not here to tell you how to run a school district. I'm here to work with you, to help you, to respect you, and to engage with you in a process that I think will have a very, very strong benefit to our community and a very, very strong benefit to every kid that lives here. And that's my commitment to you. I want you to join me. Thank you.
We'll be glad to take a few questions.
What will be the benchmarks necessary to return the district back to local control of the school board, local school board?
The report that I will give next week will describe the efforts that we have set forth on. I have asked Dr. Mike Hernandez in our department and and Mr. Andrew Tolbert. Those two, he is with our Office of Intensive Support. Those two gentlemen, departure of Dr. Suggs, we decided that instead of adopting whatever plans Dr. Suggs had, we needed to send someone directly into those schools to do an analysis of resources, staffing, just get in there and ask those folks, what do they need to turn those schools around? We'll be developing, providing to Mr. Kurrus, providing to the state board a report of those findings. What we learned pretty quickly in working with some of the plans that had previously been set forth was that we hadn't asked all the right questions. And now we're going to be asking those, as we are in the process of asking those right questions to find out truly and get an analysis. And the indicator, which is that 49.5% 3-year rolling average, that is simply an indicator. Our job as a department will be to provide the state board with the certification that the steps have been taken to correct the deficiencies. And that won't necessarily result in specific benchmarks of 49.5%, exceeding that, because with Clark and the change in assessments, those are all under review right now. So if you're looking for a number, I can't give you a number today, but I can give you that process that we're going through, giving specific intense support to those 6 schools and providing Mr. Kurrus with that information so that he can work with the community, collaborate with all interest groups to determine what needs to happen in those schools.